Well, we've made a new scientific discovery.
Yes.
For many hundreds of years, I think it's been accepted that the lowest temperature achievable anywhere on Earth is minus 273. But actually, it's not
zero.
Absolute zero, yes. But it's not true,
no.
as it turns out.
No,
Jeremy.
it's minus 299 in my tent last night. I want to present you. I know this looks very picturesque this morning, but I want to present you some of the discomfort I had to endure last night. This was my pillow. What they'd done is they got the case and simply walked around the campsite, filling it with either bits of manure or sharp stones, and then they'd sort of lightly smothered it with a sprinkling of icy melted glacial water.
Yeah.
And that was my pillow. This was my sleeping bag, my comedy Indian sleeping bag. So you do the zip up, but it remains open. Look, it didn't work, nothing. So I had this was open, my leg was sticking out into absolute zero, and then my head was resting on this, which is just filled with rocks.
I'd like to present to you the blanket we were given. Here it is. Oh, it's a bit garish, but you think, well, that looks like a nice fluffy blanket. But I'd like to point out that
transparent.
Yeah, it's see-through. I mean, look at it. And that was all we got, plus a supposed mattress that was, as far as I could tell, just one of these rocks that they put the tent on. It's absolutely unbearable.
I lay there thinking, Socrates was offered the chance of having his heart pulled out through his anus. And I honestly thought in the middle of the night I would rather have that than what I am enduring now. I nearly went to spoon with James because I was so cold.
It was impossible to be warm. I had this on that you see now, this puffer jacket, this hat. I also had these trousers on. I had some long johns underneath them. I put some long johns on top of them. I put some extra socks on over the socks I had on. I then put some socks on my hands. I then put the hood of this up. I then put the hood of that up, and I was still freezing to death. It was just unspeakable. And I contemplated ending it.
I thought I'm going to set fire to my tent so that I'll have a brief moment of warmth before death's cold embrace takes me.
Yes.
And then I was lying there and I could only hear the sound of my own teeth smashing themselves to pieces as they chatted into one another.
I had a moment of genuine panic. I was lying there and I thought everybody else is asleep, but I'm not, and I am genuinely freezing to death and it's making my head hurt. And what shall I do? Shall I make a break for the rolls? What if I can't find it in the dark? And what if I can't find the rolls or the keys onto it and I then can't find my way back to my tent?
And then you trip over a guy rope. Because that's the other thing about tenting. The campsite is littered with excrement and rope, so you trip over a rope with face first in excrement. And then, well, it warm you up.
And also, the other thing, I can't remember how high we are now, about 13,000 feet?
Yes.
It's, the air at night is very cold, but it's also very thin. So you'd be curled up and you'd get into a sort of fetal position, still, you know, not trembling with the cold, but vibrating like a badly tuned diesel dumper truck.
No, he's right.
But then you think, I'm going to turn over the other way and see if I can wrap myself up more. And the effort of doing that left me so breathless, I thought, I am actually going to suffocate. I have to get down the mountain where it will be warmer and I can breathe.
You can't. And why are the sleeping bags, why are they shiny on the outside? So you put the blanket on it and it just falls straight, well, blanket, the lace curtain on it, it falls straight off.
Why, and this is a deadly serious question because I want somebody to answer it, do we have this vogue for a sleeping bag that is effectively mummification? Why, I mean, when I was a boy, a sleeping bag was rectangular and you could move around inside it and take a book inside it and a torch and things like that. But this is, you just wake up in the night thinking, somebody's come into my tent and performed some strange bondage act on me. I can't move my arms.
I wanted to get
minus 299.
And kill Hammond. I mean, kill him. Kill him. I was just quick and stab him in the heart because he made me go through hell.
I think we need to get some scientists up here to investigate this phenomenon of the lower temperature than we thought was possible.
It was lower. My tent was... Because as I went to bed last night, I just heard James rather plaintively from inside his tent. He just said, Jeremy, and he's never called me Jeremy before, Jeremy, I'm very cold.
I just couldn't believe that anybody else could put up with it. I couldn't believe this wasn't just a campsite of wailing and sort of self-immolation to just get it over with. It was... Look at it. It's just disgusting and medieval. Where's my Rolls Royce?